Hello, this is a review of the XPC-1910A LCD monitor pen tablet by P-Active. Overall, I think it's a great tablet. I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I knocked off a half of a star there due to some technical issues I had when I first set it up, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Overall, I think it's a great product, and I highly recommend it as an inexpensive alternative to the Wacom Cintiq. So let's take a quick look at it. On the left side here, you have the inputs and outputs. You have a VGA or DVI input. There's also a USB output, and it actually has a VGA output if you want to send a signal to another monitor or perhaps a projector or something. And then there's the 12-volt power input. It comes with a 12-volt power adapter. The buttons at the top, there's the power button. If you press and hold it for 3 seconds, it will turn off. If you tap it, it will turn back on. And then there's the menu button, which brings up the menu where you can adjust the brightness and contrast, all the monitor settings. And you can cycle through it by tapping the monitor button and adjust the settings with the left and right arrow keys here. And then if you tap the A key, it will get you out of the menu if the menu is open. Otherwise, that button will reset the tablet back to its factory settings. Now, it comes with 2 pens, 2 identical pens. And overall, the pens feel good. The weight is nice. They're comfortable to hold, comfortable to use. There's 2 buttons on them, so you can set like a right mouse or right mouse button click or middle mouse button click. Works well. If you are coming from a Wacom and using this tablet, you might find it unusual, but it actually takes a AAA battery. It comes with the batteries, so you don't have to go buy them right away, but it's a little bit unusual. I'm not sure how long the batteries last. I've heard they have a long life, but we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. If I only have to change the batteries, once or twice a year, I won't be disappointed in it. That's not a big deal. But it's a little unusual, but as long as they last a while, I'm okay with it. Overall, like I say, the pen's comfortable, easy to use. It did actually come with 4 extra nubs too, so that's always nice to have extra stuff. And it came with a pen holder, 1 pen holder for the table, and then there's actually a slot in the back where you can slide a pen too, right in the back of the tablet here. There's a lever on the back of the tablet that will allow you to adjust the angle. You can set it up straight if you're using it just as a second monitor, or you can adjust the angle to whatever you like, however you like to draw. The one thing to watch out for is the viewing angle on this is pretty tight, so you got to view the tablet pretty squarely in order to see it accurately. If you lay it down at an angle and you're looking at it, from an angle, you're going to it's going to be a lot darker. So if you're painting and stuff, you want to be careful about that. You want to make sure you're looking squarely at the screen. But overall, the screen's nice. It's bright. Everything looks crisp. Can't complain. The pen feels good. So now, when I was setting it up, the one technical issue that I ran into, there's a little bit of finagling, getting the device set up, but you have that with any device you set up to a computer, But overall, the process was smooth, but when I first set it up, when I was holding the pen, hovering the pen over the tablet, trying to play with the sensitivity and stuff, when I was holding the pen over the tablet, hovering, the pen position and pen pressure was jumping erratically, and it would create like little paint splotches on the canvas. Obviously, in that state, it would have been unusable, and I was a little bit frustrated, thinking I'd probably have to, take it back or something. But I looked at the manual, and it said if there's any pen problems, reboot the computer. I rebooted, and I haven't seen that issue since. I've used it every day for over a week now, and haven't seen that return. So it may have just been a one-time glitch, or it may happen once in a while. I don't know. But it's something to look out for. It wasn't a big issue for me. But you know, I knocked off a half a star because I ran into that initially, but it's fine now, so I can't complain. As far as use, I've used it in both 2D and 3D applications. This here is the Pixia software that comes with the tablet. The software is okay. It's not great. I prefer other 2D applications, but it's not too bad. It's got some nice features. I'll go ahead and do a little line here so you can see the pen pressure works nice. You know, it gets thicker. Of course, you can adjust how the pen actually responds in the program. But, you know, the pen pressure feels pretty good. Everything works nice. And in a 3D application here, this is a 3D sculpting application. Well, it does painting and stuff too, but go ahead and just kind of make a little stroke there so you can see that the pen pressure actually works pretty good. Works nice for sculpting in 3D. And I've also used it in polygonal modeling applications. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. I tried it in Silo too, and it actually worked pretty well there too. I think I might actually use it instead of the mouse. It was comfortable modeling with that. It's nice to be able to see what you're doing on the screen and actually have the cursor go where your hand is going. It really does help. So all in all, it works good in 2D and 3D applications from what I've seen. If you want to compare it to the Wacom Cintiq 21UX, well, the Wacom 21UX obviously has a 21-inch screen. This is 19-inch, so you would have 2 extra inches there. The Cintiq, I believe, has 2048 levels of pressure with the pen, whereas this has 1024. So you're not going to get quite as much sensitivity with the pen. But as you can see, it's enough. I mean, it works good. And the Cintiq, I believe, comes with a swivel stand, where you can actually swivel the tablet, and that would be really nice for drawing. You know, some of those angles you want to get at. You know, being able to turn the tablet would be nice, but this is obviously stationary. But it's not a critical thing. The big thing that the Cintiq has that this doesn't is the buttons on the side. The Cintiq, I believe, has 16 programmable functions with the buttons on the side. So an accessory I would recommend getting with this tablet is like something like the Nostromo N52 Speed Pad. This is actually a game pad, but it works great in all kinds of applications. And this has 4 different modes, so you have I think up to 104 programmable functions. So, you know, even if I had a Cintiq, I probably would still use the Nostromo Speed Pad because you got so many more functions you can program into it. It also has different profiles that you can set up for different applications that will launch automatically, so it works really well. Another accessory I would recommend with any tablet, of course, is the smudge guard glove. It comes with a 2-finger or 1-finger glove, and it helps. You know, it glides real nice across the screen, and you're not going to get oily smudges all over your screen when you're drawing. So I recommend something like that too. In conclusion, I would say the Wacom Cintiq 21UX obviously would win hands down. It's got more features, it's more solid, but considering that this tablet is less than half the price of the Wacom Cintiq 21UX, I think this is definitely a viable alternative for folks that are on a tight budget. And it works really well. Like I said, overall, I've had a great experience with it, and I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars.